Yo, what is up YouTube? Lee the Captain here, and I believe that the native token that is powering the MULTIVERSX network called EGLD is a sleeping giant. That's what she said. Personally for me, I believe that EGLD could hypothetically at least go to the price of $1,000 during the next bull run, and during the process, hypothetically make all of those MULTIVERSX haters come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma and start begging for that used bratwurst extender, which it probably has a lot of rust and it's probably very unhygienic, pretty embarrassing if you ask me. However, besides that point, in today's video, I want to explain why I believe EGLD could hypothetically at least go to the price of $1,000 during the next bull run. First of all, I think that MULTIVERSX is very special. It is a highly scalable, secure, fast, and decentralized blockchain network. MULTIVERSX was created to enable radically new applications for users, businesses, society, and the new metaverse frontier. Currently on the MULTIVERSX network, it has been able to facilitate over 300 million transactions, and it's even fully carbon neutral as well, which by the way is on par with that of Algorand. So I find that very impressive. Furthermore, something that gets me very enthusiastic for the future of MULTIVERSX is the fact that they are heavily focused on the metaverse, which I think is a genius move. Contrary to the MULTIVERSX ding-dongs out there that may think that, there's no future in the metaverse, but I completely disagree. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at this, according to McKinsey, by 2030, the metaverse could reach $5 trillion in value, which is a very insane amount. So clearly the metaverse is far from over. I think that MULTIVERSX being focused on the metaverse is such a genius move. I think they understand where a lot of the potential is at. And here's the thing, MULTIVERSX actually has one of the best staking ratios out there. And that's not a joke. Currently, 67% of EGLD is being staked. And that means that MULTIVERSX has a higher staking ratio than Avalanche, Polkadot, Phantom, Near, and Polygon. And now, of course, this is taking nothing away from Avalanche, Polkadot, Phantom, Near, or even Polygon. But the fact that MULTIVERSX has a higher staking ratio than those blockchains, I think truly represents something very special. I think that if anything showcases just how amazing MULTIVERSX is. In terms of staking ratio, it's clearly one of the best. If I were to put an analogy on MULTIVERSX, I would call it the Michael Jackson of blockchains. And why do I say that? Because I think it's arguably the best. And no, I'm not talking about Michael Jackson back in the 2000s. I'm not talking about the wacko. I'm talking about, back in the 80s and 90s, back when he was popping and locking, back when he was the real deal, so to speak. And personally for me, I think that the future of MULTIVERSX could look so bright. And why do I say that? Because I think that the blockchain technology market, I think its adoption is just getting started. Because if we take a look at this, over the next 7 years, the blockchain technology market is expected to be worth over $1.4 trillion. A very crazy amount. So I think what we're seeing right now when it comes to blockchain technology, I think it is just a small taste of what is to come in the future. I really do believe that we haven't really seen anything yet when it comes to blockchain adoption. And I think that moving forward, as the blockchain technology market continues to grow, as blockchain adoption continues to increase, I think so will spectacular, amazing projects much like MULTIVERSX. I think its future could really look so unbelievable. I think we haven't seen anything yet when it comes to MULTIVERSX, despite it already being amazing. And personally for me, I think that a major catalyst, which could very well allow EGLD to hypothetically attain the price of $1,000 during the next bull run, is the fact that I do think that the next bull run could look so insane. And why do I say that? Because currently there's more people than ever before in history owning cryptos. And that's not a joke. As a matter of fact, as of right now, there's over 120 million new crypto owners when compared to the 2021 bull run. That's insane in my opinion. The 2021 bull run looked that unbelievable. So you gotta imagine what the next bull run will look like, especially now that we have over 120 million new crypto owners. When you have that many people owning cryptos, during the next bull run, in my opinion, the FOMO, buying pressure, buying volume, and altcoin season could look so insane. I think that the next bull run could really dwarf the bull run that we saw back in 2021. I really do believe that. So when I take all of those factors into consideration, and when I consider just how incredible MULTIVERSX is, and when I consider what market they're focused on, I truly do believe that EGLD could hypothetically at least go to the price of $1,000 during the next bull run. I just don't see why it won't reach it. I think that there are so many positive contributing factors which could very well allow EGLD to hypothetically attain the price of $1,000 during the next bull run. And personally for me, I'm continuing to dollar cost average into EGLD I don't day trade, I don't swing trade, I don't use leverage. A lot of cuckoos out there, or should I say nut jobs, they make a video on MULTIVERSX, and then they pull up a chart on EGLD, they draw some random triangle. I think they're probably trying to draw a thong or a G-string or whatever, but then they say, oh wow, technical analysis says, okay, you got to cash out here. Oh wow, you got to buy here, you got to use leverage here. But then, in my opinion, doing that type of nonsense, it creates a lot of unnecessary anxiety and stress. And no one wants that. A lot of people that I know that day trade or use leverage, they're stressed out, they're angry, they're very irate, and most often than not, they get absolutely wrecked. And no one wants to get wrecked, in my opinion. Day trading or using leverage, in my opinion, is the equivalent of buying a home with a leaky roof that someone knows they can't afford to fix. And that right there is a recipe for a disaster. And that's why I like to keep it simple. I just dollar cost average. I am ignoring the short to medium term price movements, and I'm just focused on accumulating on a consistent basis. And by dollar cost averaging, I believe that I am preparing myself for the next bull run in such a fantastic way. I can't wait for the next bull run, and I wouldn't be surprised if EGLD did hypothetically go to the price of $1,000 during the next bull run, and during the process, hypothetically, make all of those MULTIVERSX ding-dongs / non-believers come running over to the Chad that's been talking to their grandma on a dating site, the Chad that's been secretly DMing the grandma, and start running over to that Chad and start begging for a used bratwurst extender. It's going to be a little bit embarrassing in my opinion, but I guess that's what may hypothetically happen to a MULTIVERSX ding-dong, I suppose, right? I guess we'll never know. We MULTIVERSX believers, we're probably going to be off partying somewhere in Monaco or Palm Beach. It's going to be amazing. They're going to be begging for that bratwurst extender or vibrator. We'll never know. And if you want to check out a very interesting video, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.